Hello, this is CJ, and welcome to my October and November 2016 manga pickup video. Before we begin, I just want to give you a really quick PSA. So I'm just going to take my camera and move it to the bottom of my shelves here. Now, you might be asking yourself, CJ, why are you showing us the bottom of your shelves? Well, I had a little accident in this house that I live in where the bathroom on the other side of this wall actually leaked water into this room. There was water everywhere, all over the floor. And because I have all of my American comics sealed in plastic and I have my manga on shelves, nothing was damaged. Well, nothing of terrible importance anyway. I actually have a comic here that was water damaged. This was the only one that was on the floor. But this could have been all of my manga. Seriously, guys, if you're collecting manga, please keep it in a safe place. Because when little stuff, well, I mean, I guess when big stuff happens like this, your manga won't be destroyed. Don't let that happen to you. And here's my collection for October and November 2016. As I've said before, with school, student teaching, and work, it's just been impossible for me to collect manga like I used to. I simply don't have enough time and money. But I will make these videos as much as I can because they really are a lot of fun and I love reading your comments and seeing what you guys have collected. It's just that I may only be able to do them every 2 or 3 months just because of low income. But enough of that, let's get on to the collection. First off, I have Attack on Titan Anthology. I've been wanting to talk about this forever. Oh my gosh. This is a very curious volume. It's technically not manga. It is a Western volume. It is an anthology based on the Attack on Titan universe. It is not canon. A lot of people went into this thinking it was some kind of canon romp. It is not. There's a lot of stories that I really, really like. Some I think are really subpar. The ones I really like are Live and Let Die, Good Dog, Skies Above, and Memory Maze. Memory Maze in particular was my favorite one, and it's the one that is advertised the most, this one. It's got that weird, like, muscly baby titan. That's the one you see in a lot of the advertisements for this work, and trust me, it deserves your read. As far as the rest of the volume is concerned, though, there's a lot of, like, almost, like, offensive works. Like, I don't mean, like, offensive as in, like, the content in it is, like, gross or like, you know, rude. It's just that like there's a lot of like jokey pieces. Like there's some gag comics and there's one about a girl who takes a titan to school and the titan eats all of her teachers, which, don't get me wrong, I bet some of you are thinking, well, CJ, you're a teacher, that's why you got offended by that piece. No, trust me, that's not why I got offended by that piece. It's just that like, especially knowing that the Titans themselves were a representation of the author's social anxiety, and knowing that the Titans in the universe really mean a lot. I mean, they're kind of metaphors for war and disaster, and to see them just paraded around as like a gag joke, I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. That's kind of why I don't like Attack on Titan Junior High. It's because, like, I mean, yeah, Attack on Titan is kind of meme-worthy at this point with how popular it is, but, I mean, there is some seriousness to that universe, and I think it really means a lot emotionally to its readers. So, I don't know, these are just my own feelings, though. I say only pick up Attack on Titan Anthology if you're a huge fan of the series. Otherwise, just go ahead and skip it. Next is After School Charisma, volumes 9 and 10. I've featured this series on my manga pickup videos before, and I have to say right now that I like some of the earlier volumes better than some of these later ones. I still think the story is really good, but it's just, the beginning had a lot more, it just had a lot more strength. Then again, I can't really judge fairly because I haven't read the end yet. Volumes 11 and 12 are not here yet. In fact, 11's on its way and 12 hasn't even been published yet. It's coming out in December, so next month. Yeah, I've been really enjoying this series, though. It's kind of sad, though, because you can't really find any good scanlations of this series, at least all the way through, and it's not like I'm supporting the manga industry anyway by buying these, because these are used copies. They are library copies that I've taken clear nail polish and rubbed all the library markings off of, so it's kind of a lose-lose situation with After School Charisma. I'm so sorry, manga industry. Next, I have the first volume of Mob Psycho 100. I have not really talked about Mob Psycho 100 before on this channel. I absolutely adore it. Mob Psycho 100 is the main focus of the author of One Punch Man 1, which I'll talk about this in a bit, and I honestly like Mob Psycho a lot better than One Punch Man. I know, kind of a weird opinion, but I really, really do. You can tell that a lot more effort and care goes into the story of Mob Psycho 100. That's not to say that One Punch Man isn't absolutely fantastic, which it is, but I like this series a little bit more. Yeah, Mob Psycho 100 is incredible. I hope it gets published in English. Otherwise, I saw this at my local Kinokuniya in Chicago. I don't live in Chicago, I was visiting a friend, and I had to pick it up just to support this amazing series. Next is My Love Story, and My Love Story, I've talked about this before on this channel, is absolutely incredible. As the author of One Piece, Iruchida Oda has said, it is the manliest shoujo out there, and I totally agree. It is absolutely worth your time, regardless if you like shoujo or not. Check out My Love Story. It's fantastic. Next is Noragami, volumes 16 and 17. Thank you so much, Kodansha, for absolutely scoring with this publication. I mean, they have just been absolutely on point. The quality of these volumes is incredible. The matte texture is really cool. Kodansha at one point last year was publishing these volumes at a pace of 1 volume per month. I mean, that's just insane. They're all caught up now. I believe volume 18 is coming out next summer, so for the first time, I'll have about like 6 months or so where I won't have a new Noragami volume, which is, it's sad. But I really am enjoying the arc that the current manga chapters are on right now. It's been a lot of fun. It's been really super dramatic and sad and just awesome. So if you like stories like Inuyasha, fantasy adventure stories, or if you're interested in Japanese mythology, definitely check out Noragami. It is well worth your time. Next is One Punch Man by One, as I've described before. He's also the author of Mob Psycho 100. Beautiful Miss Blizzard on the front. For those who don't know, this manga is not the original work. This is a redrawn manga by Yusuke Murata. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Probably not, though. He is also the artist who was behind Ice Shield 21. I mean, his art is just absolutely insane. I mean, just look at that picture of Miss Blizzard. I mean, that's just gorgeous. One Punch Man is always fantastic, is always a recommendation from me, especially this redrawn manga. Although, I will say, if you haven't seen what the original webcomic looked like, go look that up right now. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what you see. The art is super crude, but from what I understand, this manga isn't a perfect one-to-one adaptation. I believe they've added content and have changed a few things here or there, so I think it is definitely worth a read to go ahead and look at that webcomic, but that's just my own opinion. Next is One Piece, volume 80, and we're finally out of Dressrosa. Oh, thank goodness. Thank the manga gods. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Dressrosa wasn't anything horrific, but oh man, in my most humble opinion, it was one of the worst One Piece arcs, and it took forever to get through. I mean, just almost 10 volumes worth of content. The God Usopp stuff was absolutely hysterical. There's a lot of really great characters like Bartolomeo, but man, I just was so excited to get this in the mail and to be finally done with it. Of course, Glorious Buggy is on the front. He is amazing. And I just really like how this cover looks. I mean, it's just really cute. I love that Oda is not afraid to use the color pink. Pink is cool too, guys. But I am super excited for volume 81 because the Zoe arc begins in volume 81, and for those who have not gotten up to that point, you are going to be absolutely blown away. It's incredible. And last but not least are the video games I picked up. Now, normally I don't talk about video games on my manga pickup videos, but these are just too important not to talk about. The first is Final Fantasy 15, and at the time of recording of this video, I have this game currently installing on my PS4. Gosh, I just miss the days where I was able to buy video games and just straight play them. Now I have to download updates and wait for them to install, and man, this thing has been going for a half hour, and it looks to be going a half hour more. I'm super excited to play this, though. I've been waiting literally years to play this. I will only have about an hour or two tonight to actually get to this, but I'm super excited to finally tackle it. I can't even describe how just hype I am. And of course I got the deluxe edition because I am absolute weeb trash. Next is Pokemon Moon. I have a really good friend who is super into Pokemon, and I asked her which version she wanted. She wanted Sun, so I bought it for her as an early Christmas present, and I got Moon. I actually really wanted Sun, but because my friend chose it, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stick with Moon. And to be honest, I actually like Moon a little bit more because the only free time I have is at night, and Pokemon Moon is actually, the clock is reversed. So say you're playing, I don't know, at 12 in the morning, so 12 a.m. In-game, it'll be 12 p.m., so the sun will be out. So the clock is flipped about 12 hours. Oh, exactly 12 hours. So when I play, it's daytime, and I absolutely love that. That is perfectly fine with me. Pokemon, as always, is really, really fun. This particular game, though, is just absolutely incredible with a really great story, fantastic characters, a trainer customization system that carried over from Gen 6 that I absolutely adore. I love playing as like a cute little trainer in my adorable little costumes, and I really like some of the new Pokemon, specifically Mimikyu. I mean, Mimikyu is just absolutely adorable. But yeah, Pokemon Moon is fantastic. I've been really enjoying it. The fact that I can't join Team Skull, however, brings down my rating from a perfect 10 out of 10 to about 9 out of 10. I mean, come on. Why can't I join Team Skull? They're amazing. Why would you do this to me, Game Freak? Thank you so much for watching my video. Thanks especially to Isaiah, Michael, and Sean for supporting me on Patreon. I have 2 really big videos planned this month. One is a project for a class that involves manga and whether or not it can be used in the classroom, and the other is a Sailor Moon anime review. I'm just super excited to post those. Thank you so much again for watching, and until next time, this is CJ, signing off.